minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Que digan lo que quieran de mí. Tú no crees que yo sé que tú hablas de mí. Quien me envidia y quien es lo malo para mí. Que digan lo que quieran de mí. Que digan lo que quieran de mí. Tú no crees que yo sé que hablan de mí. Quien me envidia y quien es lo malo para mí. Que digan lo que quieran de mí. Digo a mi manera, nadie me controla y por nadie yo voy a cambiar. Me gusta la calle, pero todo el dinero vacío y no paro de rumbear. Pero nadie me puede sin a mí. Pa' eso luché, lo sudé y me jodí. De dónde lo saqué y en qué lo gasté. ¿Qué carajo te importa eso a ti? Que rumbeando y viajando siempre disfrutando de esta vida corta que se está acabando. Los buenos momentos son los recuerdos con lo que te va a quedar. Porque nada de lo material cuando te mueras te va a llevar.
Hola, ¿qué tal mi gente querida del Valle del Sur de Texas? Oh my gosh.
Solo.
Sorry. We like the song a little too much, the intro of the song, and guess what? We played here before we started so we can get motivated and get the tongue rolling because Thursdays are kind of networking days. We're always out and about at events, and that's how we know each other, meeting people like us. And so anyhow, intro again. Hey, everybody watching. Thank you for tuning in to watch Aquí Entre live, 956, all the way from La Quinta Ronda in McAllen, Texas. If you haven't been here, I really want you to come out here to experience not only the aesthetic experience from here, but also the culture, because I think the owner, Emilio, he's one of the owners. He does make it a point to bring in a great part of the culture from Guadalajara, different cities. He's the sole owner. Oh, wow. Okay.
Sole owner. Yes.
As you know, as you can see, we have a different cast. We do have a whole different crew. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves because I know you don't. You know me. You know Edgar. Probably also Erica. But you don't. The other faces look not as familiar. But they're also beautiful souls, individuals who are out there doing great things for the community, and you must hear what they're about. Take it away. Who wants? Christina, Edgar.
Bueno, pues a mí ya me conocen, ¿no? Pero
Como
bueno,
quiera.
como quiera, Edgar Reynoso, aquí, owner and operator de Oak Nutrition. Y ahorita estamos emocionados aquí para conocer a las demás personitas en el cast hoy. Vámonos.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Mi nombre es Cristina Ramos. Mi compañía se llama Latina Promoter. I promote everything and anything, but my sole focus and mission is for people to come together and so we can win together.
Hi, my name is Priscilla Sanchez, president of the RGV Women's Chamber of Commerce. I'm really happy to be with everyone today, along with some fellow board members.
Hi, I'm Kiara Garcia, and I'm also part of the board for the Rio Grande Valley Women's Chamber of Commerce.
I'm Rocio Garza. As most of you have seen me before in previous shows, I am part of a small business startup, and I am also part of New York Life with New York Life and whole life and whole term possibilities for small businesses and personal and family. I am also part of and honored to be part of the first RGV Women's Chamber. And I'm ecstatic. That's why I'm like nervous. I'm never nervous. Am I nervous?
Nervous.
Sí, es que te falta un traguito, ¿no? Un traguito, te falta un traguito. Dale un traguito.
Otro traguito.
Dale un traguito para que se relaje.
Y gracias a Dios que estamos aquí en Quinta Ronda porque aquí los tragos nunca se acaban, so don't worry about it. We're going to keep them coming.
I know. Oh my God! In Quinta Ronda, the owner, he just confirmed in the last mixer that he had here that he was the sole owner, and that they were gonna have Zumba classes. They were gonna have other events.
Oye,
the
¿todavía
s-
tienen el cumbia classes? They
I
still do?
hope so
Fridays.
because I know some people that need lessons. Just saying.
Not me.
No.
Yo venía dispuesto a bailar ahorita, para que sepas. Yo dije, ahorita va a haber una cumbia, 2 que 3 ahí, pero...
Right now it's the 80s and 90s.
Pues fuck,
I
yo
love
también le
the 80s, I
entramos.
love the
No,
90s.
no,
Yo
no,
también le
no,
entro a
no.
los-
¿Es la karaoke de qué, amiga? Mujeres despechadas.
¡A la madre! Oye, puro grito
Las-
machín, ¿eh?
Las canciones chingonas, como decía mi amigo Mr. Hernández. No
Póngame
voy a
algo aquí
mencionar.
así como de, ¿cómo se llama? Lupita D'Alessio o...
Jenny
Oye, no
Rivera.
mames.
También, pero la
Dale.
auténtica es Yolanda del Río.
Lupita
Era la que era
D'Alessio.
antes Jenny Rivera. So.
Ay,
no
Yuri.
Yuri también.
Yo quiero gente original. Oye,
Bueno,
no,
sí,
pero...
faltó una
¿Cómo se llama,
personita.
amiga?
ya. Faltó una
yeah.
personita, faltó
Y
una
nuestra
personita.
amiga se los olvidó, perdón, disculpa.
No.
yo me-
No, está bien, tengo paciencia, ya saben.
Siempre.
A
Estoy
lot.
aquí modulando, ¿verdad? La energía. Mi nombre es Erika Contreras y bueno, pues estoy desde un principio, ¿verdad? He faltado algunos, pero aquí estoy de regreso, muy contenta de estar compartiendo. Soy instructora de yoga y no sabía de lo de la Cámara de Comercio de Mujeres solamente. ¿Dónde firmo?
¡Hala!
Háblame, yo soy la
We'll talk
vice chair of
Sí.
philanthropist.
Yeah,
so
bueno, ya.
aquí
I
le
do want to say
paso
something
la
to Priscilla.
información.
miembro.
So when she first shared this idea with me, I am a cheerleader for Chamber of Commerce because they are such a significant component to our community. They're a significant component to networking. There goes one of my cue cards. And on top of that, the resources that the chamber offers, it's something outgoing, something that's amazing and phenomenal because at every single event, at every single mixer, any sort of a training, it's always for professional development. And at times, it's also for personal development. That it'll catch you completely off guard. But I am a women's cheerleader. I'm a feminist 100%. On top of being feminine, I didn't say that one, but yeah. And so we were at a party, and I met her. And I met her before that. I met her about a year ago. And I think it's great that we're gonna open up with this because she had this idea and she just like tossed it at me and I was like, girl, do it, like you gotta do it. And I've been out there preaching the word and talking about this organization in general because as an entity to have an RGV Women's Chamber, know that women were never really meant to be the breadwinners. They're meant to stay at home at some point, not had a voice, and so this. A lot of this culture still very much lives out there in people's minds. I said I was gonna make the throw a controversy, and here I am again. But anyhow,
Es lo que es, ya sabe
Yeah,
la gente. O sea,
yeah.
ya si
It
están
is.
viendo esto, ya saben.
I got an email, a message from somebody on Facebook, and they said, "I'm nominating your show for the most controversial show of the year." And I said, "It's an honor. It's an honor." But Priscilla, tell us a little bit about how did the idea come up?
So I've wrestled a lot with the idea of how did it come up. I feel like people want a really inspirational or ooey gooey kind of like story behind it, but there really isn't. I'm so sorry. It's who I am. I innately, if I'm not serving my community, it doesn't make sense to me. And so for me, it was not so much of like inspirational moment, but more of a duty. It was a duty that I had to my community, to the female women in our community, and it's just innately part of who I am, and an extension of it is the chamber, the RGB Women's Chamber of Commerce. I know there's a lot of chambers already, and we are often asked, how are we different from other chambers? Well, we are the only chamber in the RGB that advocates for female-owned businesses only. And not only that, but I think it's very important to hold space for that because we as women go through, there's just certain challenges that women go through that men just don't. And so a lot of that can...
Opportunities.
There's, yes, but also challenges because the thing is that there's an experience that we have as females growing up, developing as young ladies into young adults, and then into, being fully developed leaders in our community, and then retirement. There's all these phases that the woman goes through, right? And each one of those, we are presented challenges, whether you're single, without kids, You know, you're still bullied in the workplace because a man thinks he can do it better than you. Or if you're a wife and now you have kids, you have to juggle being able to cater to your husband and also be a leader at work. And then, there's just so many challenges after that. When you retire, you go through the changes of having to be an empty nester and what that feels like. And, um, yeah, that's important to be able to have a support system for us women to be able to make sure that we
And
can,
we have an age range, which is really cool.
Yeah,
Like we don't have
exactly.
just 20-year-olds. We have
and all walks of life.
And,
Wait,
Priscilla,
question.
do you only focus on entrepreneurs, or do you focus on the young members of the community?
That's a great question. That's actually another way that we are different from other chambers is that we actually do a lot of community service. So outside of being able to support women in their professional endeavors, we also focus on how we can capture women who are in a less fortunate situation and help them get into a position of success. On top of that, we also have a really great education chair and committee that is organizing a school supplies drive right now. So that is one of the ways that we'll be giving back to the community in 2024 through this. It's called the Back to School Vendor Fair. And so what it'll look like is we'll have a bunch of vendors set up and give their promotional items as well as school supplies. Parents can stop by and, get whatever it is that they need for the upcoming school year. And their children will have an amazing show. We're going to have cheerleaders. We're going to have mariachi. We're going to have a lot of entertainment, hopefully a bouncy house, games for the kids. So it'll be a whole lot of fun for the whole family and the community. So we're excited for that as well.
And where is this going to be located?
At Pepe Salinas Event Center in FAR.
In FAR.
Yes.
Okay, great. So we'll see you there, the FAR community, and all of the surrounding community. We hope to see you there. Anybody that is willing to donate and be part of this amazing organization is more than welcome to reach out to the RGV Women's Chamber of Commerce and nominate your business to volunteer and be part of this amazing opportunity to give back. You're giving back.
I totally meant to make a flyer for this, a graphic, and put it underneath the screen, but we'll have them before the end of the show. Guys, it's so amazing because I don't know if you're familiar with the way chambers work, but you don't have to be from a certain city or certain area to belong to the chamber. On the contrary, I've joined multiple chambers, and I know we're near Texas, but I joined because I wanted to plant a seed in those cities, like Memphis, like different cities out there that are like, why? But you never know. If you really want to expand your avenues, grow your potential, and not really set a limit for who you can attain, Chamber of Commerce is a great way to do it. And this one in particular doesn't just cover Hidalgo County, but it covers the entire RGV, entire area of RGV, which is Cameron and Starr County as well. I think these women have an amazing group of individuals because they're all so structured and they're all so amazing at what they do, and they're all in different areas of life. There are areas of different industries. So I think it's great. I think are going to do amazing. And they do have their lunch party happening next week. I thought it was this week, but it's actually next Thursday, June 13th, happening at Toloa. And I'm thinking we should have the after party here. What do y'all think?
Oh, I had a question. So multiple of my business partners are female. So I feel like all of them are. So what are the requirements for to be part of it?
To be part of the RGV Women's Chamber, you don't have to be a female. So we.
What's up, guys? So let me introduce myself.
Yeah, so we do advocate for female-owned businesses primarily. However, we are also an organization that is building equity and inclusion in our community. And so the best way to do that is to be as inclusive as possible. So if anybody wants to support and advocate for female-owned businesses, then they should be able to. And so if men want to do that, they're more than welcome to.
Okay, so back to the question is, what are the requirements or
Requirements?
as to like be part of it or
You
like
pay
if
your
somebody
membership.
I guess be
So,
part of the
yeah.
mission statement and be part of the values that the chamber is carrying. I feel I was since I was invited and formally accepted into the group. I feel with the last meeting I had 20 minutes ago, I feel that you are in an environment where people want to hear your ideas, like-minded ideas for the valley, like-minded people that want to grow in the valley and that want to be part of the growth within the valley. And I think that most of us have these great ideas and are not heard. And I feel like you can be part of this chamber and you could be heard. Your ideas could be heard. Your educational background matters, and everything that you bring to the table will will take into consideration, within the industry. And I feel so blessed to be part of this amazing organization. Thank you, Priscilla, for the opportunity.
Of course. Well, it was all you. You're the one that's amazing.
I do want to give a huge shout out to one of our biggest sponsors, Ms. Amparo. I wish you were here, girl. Where are you? We love you. Amparo Rendon is the owner of Home Staff Solutions. If you're trying to just not stress yourself with taking care of kids, because nobody likes that, or dogs, also nobody likes it either, or clean your house,
Hey, I love my
Amparo
kid.
has your back.
No te
I actually
olvides.
love it,
Lavar
my kid.
ropa, hueso.
Amparo has your back, and just give her a call. She will select a girl that's gonna treat you, to treat your house, treat your pets, and clean your space as if it was you, because that saves you time, and time is money, people. Don't forget that. But I do want to learn a little more. I do want to say one more thing before we leave the chamber talk, is that one of the questions when I'm out there talking about the women's chamber, because that's what I do for a living. I just go out and talk about people. Literally.
I love it.
That's what you do, you know?
So do we.
Yeah. So is it one of the questions that, well, how is this organization is going to set it apart from any women's organization? And I do want to say in advance that this is not going towards anyone, because I haven't attended any other women's organization. But this one individual did say, I've attended these other organizations that are run by women or women focused, but those top-notch people never really make time to meet with me, as somebody who's trying to start my business or grow my business. And I said, Priscilla is an individual who she's thought about this in so many different ways, and the best way I can describe her is a mentor. And so she knows how to mentor women, and networking for her, she's gonna take it in a whole different way, where I guarantee you, to any event that you do go to, you will walk out knowing everybody in the room. Right, Priscilla?
Right. Yes. 1,000%.
That's my job right there. But
Yes. So we're actually having a speed mentorship event coming up at the end of the month. And
There
so
you go.
if you've ever been to a speed networking event, it's very similar. So it'll be an event center with a bunch of tables set out, one mentor or two mentors at each table with a group of women. They'll have 10, 15 minutes each with a mentor and switch for a couple of hours until they've talked to every mentor in that room.
And it's different categories.
Yes.
So we have like finance, education, lawyers,
Yes.
and just to learn about each other.
Insurance and life. If you want to plan your future,
Entrepreneurship
and
things like that.
entrepreneurship, the reason I am so strong in promoting and helping small businesses is because, like I told Priscilla earlier, I was out of the valley for a couple of years, and I would come back once in a while just to visit in the holidays. And I would see the brand new plaza, real nice, and the new business startup. And then I would come back the next year, and it was gone. And I'm like, well, what the heck is going on? Why isn't this company or this business still processing? Well, they don't have the structure. They don't have the foundation to understand that there is taxes that needs to be paid. There is a process that you can structureize in paying your operation expense, your expenditures, and then your taxes at the end of the year, also upholding a profit. So I can offer that, and I've offered that to several businesses, where you can have that profitability with your own profit and your own savings towards taxes. And I feel like a lot of businesses don't understand that here in the Valley. And there's a lot of possibilities once you are registered with the state, because there's a lot of businesses that are small and they just do business with Cash App. Cash.
Honestly, I wish I would have met you 6 years ago when I started. I learned all
she's-
this the hard way.
Well, hello, darling. Here I am.
Like, trust me, when I got into business, all this, I was like,
Better late than never.
You guys, I want
bien
to.
torcido, mijo, bien torcido.
I want to say this because right now you're running something. There's times where in days where it's a constant struggle to get out of bed, right? And if you ask me, Joe, what gets you out of bed? Because honestly, yeah, my dogs are my life and soul, and I do everything I do for
Yes,
them.
they are.
I have an amount that I will not say no longer on camera because I learned my lesson. But I have if you ask me how do you go out of bed, it's really going through Khloe Kardashian's Instagram because she puts a fuck ton of motivational quotes and you're just like, oh my god, like I gotta go do myself in my life. But if you don't leave your house, you'll never meet individuals who are mind likely like you and are able to do things maybe in a different way that can totally facilitate the way you're doing your own work. And it's going to change your life. So get out there, ask people, what do you do? Because maybe you're doing something that's going to help me too. That's what I did. About a year ago, I got here, I think it was last March, officially, and planted my foot here. And I said, okay, I don't have a business, but I'm going to start a business. I had a job at the moment. And
More
so,
than a year ago,
no,
because
'cause
I
I-
met you like 2 years ago.
yes, but then I left. And then I officially came back when I was hired by Golf Coast Institute.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And so I went to Bronzeville, and I didn't know anyone in Bronzeville, but I wanted to go and make friends because
You don't know SpaceX?
they have charro days.
What?
And so you get really drunk and it's fun. They give you like a bandera little tray.
Who gets drunk?
Sabías de Bronzeville.
And
Eso.
they give you like a little. You walk into
Y
an
lanzan
event
cohetes, lanzan
and they
cohetes
give you like a
también.
little plate and you have two
Sí,
shots
una
and they're like, no,
playa
take
esa.
the three
Sí, sí.
shots right now.
playa.
And you're like, okay, cool. But go out there, Mingo in Bronzeville, Mingo in San Benito and Harlingen. They're cities that we've had actually a show in Bronson. We've actually had one also in Harlingen, and we're gonna have another one in Harlingen coming soon at a Thai place. They just booked it, but you see, so there's a lot to do, a lot to learn out there. Don't stay home. Don't stay. If you have a job that lets you travel, venture out there because. I'm telling you, the valley, maybe the valley, but if you go out there, you're having an adventure
Brother,
yourself.
hay
Hey,
bastantes cosas en el valle, la verdad.
Oh,
yo,
hell
yo,
yeah.
cuando estoy sirviendo a los clientes, ay, que el valle está bien aburrido. Le digo, no, hombre, salte de la concha o salte de la cueva.
Mira,
There's
es
a
que
lot of things to do.
el latino siempre se trata
Van a desarmar pues acobijado.
de taparse el otro. Si uno entiende qué poderoso podemos hacer, si nos unimos todos como latinos, podemos hacer la más poderosa raza en todo el pinche puto mundo. Perdónenme
Pero-
los...
No, y sí, pero...
we
I
can be
have
the
to
most
say-
powerful
I'm
person,
serious,
the
yeah.
most
Because-
powerful race in the
Because
valley.
of that one nomination, we're trying to cut back on the bad words. But
Sorry,
we're
but
being
I'm
us,
not.
and we can't be us. You wouldn't believe us if we just. That's how this whole shit came about. You know, they were like, Joe, you can't be so perfect. You have to at least,
That's-
have a slip here and there. And I said, I do.
¿Para qué tener una imagen falsa? Es mi opinión, ¿verdad? O sea,
That's what we are. But I don't wanna. I wanna learn about Latina producer because I know she just launched her company, and she's doing great.
Yes.
Christina is like out there, guys. She was in Mercedes today at a groundbreaking. She was out. Girl, where were you today?
So yes, I was in Mercedes. I was with Monse. I was out there just showing support, doing behind the scenes recording, and just really giving love to the community. Because like what Priscilla said, it's a duty. This is the reason why I started my business, is to serve and give back to the community.
I had a conversation with someone because of a recent incident that I wasn't gonna bring up, but I'm not gonna bring up the incident. But they asked me, why do you care so much? Because until today, I get phone calls of people begging me, offering me, money to just go and officiate a grand opening for them in the city of Palmview. And I said, I just don't want to. I don't want the issue. I don't want to live with the stalking, what I went through. It was a nightmare. I don't want it. And that's really, like, I understand that it's for my benefit, right? But they were like, why do you care so much for the city? Why do you care so much for the community?
That's our heart.
And I said, because if you don't do something with a purpose, then what the fuck are you doing?
Exactly.
And people, at the end of the day, bro, people is what matters the most.
If you've owned a business before, you'd know how hard it is to do marketing, because you may think you may have a really good idea, and you may say, you know what, I know how to do an awesome drink, I know how to perfect this whole recipe, I know how to do badass marketing, but that's not all you need for to run a business. Unfortunately, there's so many different resources, or fortunately, there's so many different resources that is required to run a business and make sure it succeeds. And so when that happens, we have the margaritas, the drinks here, and we don't do a drink. We
Vuelta, vuelta, vuelta. Ya,
Okay,
que
here
está ahí
it goes.
medio, vuelta,
Thank
vuelta,
you.
vuelta, vuelta, vuelta,
Quinta
vuelta.
ronda, Mr. Emilio. Thank you
Vaya
so
de ojo
much.
Porque hizo un squat
Sí,
bien hecho.
lo hizo Squad bien hecho.
Bien hecho, bien hecho.
A ver, otra vez.
Sí.
Thank you so much, Emilio, for hosting us here at La Quinta Ronda. I want you to know that you haven't come out here and experienced this. I had my birthday party here this past September, and it was upstairs. We had the whole rooftop. Rosie came, right?
Of course, I did.
And it was me, my sister, and my husband. We celebrated our birthdays together. We got so drunk.
I did not. I got here like the last hour, the last 30 minutes.
And when I start forgetting stuff, it's the best thing ever, because I want to forget things sometimes.
Did you forget me?
No, there was pictures. There was pictures. But
There is pictures. Well, cheers for that.
But I do have to say that come out here and experience Quinta Ronda, because there's a lot more the Valley has. You just haven't seen it just yet.
And Quinta Ronda is an establishment, and I just learned about this, Joe, that the point on Quinta Ronda is it's like a 5-course meal for those fancy pants in England. But Quinta Ronda is a 5-course meal for a Latino Mexican honeys. Hello. So every ronda, every course that they bring out, they accompany it with a beverage, like a shot or a mixed drink. And that is what is included with the ronda. It's not ronda like barranda, but it is a ronda, a parranda with your meal, I guess. That's what it is. Yeah.
I mean, a parranda is a parranda to me, because in Joe's culture it's very like, don't drink, don't eat, you'll get fucked up more sooner. And so I'm like, no, don't give me any food. I'll just take the alcohol, But
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
culturally
Un
speaking,
saludo para Instagram, por favor.
un saludo
saludo
para
para
Instagram.
No, no estamos en Instagram.
No.
También saludo para mi amiga de Blow, mi Nini. Está teniendo un evento este sábado, ¿verdad? A la 1, a las 3, el sábado, junio 9, en McAllen. Está en el Expressway 83. La dirección es 2801 West Expressway 83, Suite 230. And you will never miss it, because it's the only pink buggy in the fucking valley that you'll ever see.
Todavía
So-
Ey,
estoy
tiene lashes
pendiente
también.
con Neni porque hicimos un reto hace como un mes, en una de las veces que estuvimos ahí en los shows, que me iba a arreglar antes de venir, porque en otro mundo, en otra dimensión, sí me peino y sí me arreglo.
No cuando andas apurada, ¿verdad, amiga?
Pues siempre.
Ay, no, sí, obvio. Pero no, sí, vayan
Sábado 9.
sábado 9
¿Qué va a pasar,
acompañar
¿Qué va a
con
pasar?
mi
Lucy, saludos, te
amiga.
extrañamos, Lucy.
¿Dónde está Lucy? ¿Está ahí?
Aquí está Lucy.
¿Dónde está Lucy?
Lucy Bell. Woo!
Lucy actually streams Aquí Entre Nos through her TikTok, who has 44,000 followers. But
I
she's in
love
here today
it.
because she's in San Antonio. Her daughter's graduating today. But I did talk to Lucy. Lucy, aquí estamos esperando a usted. Just so you know, I know we've said it in the past, we were going to end Aquí Entre Nos and end season 1 and then focus on a different project. We're not. We're going to keep on rolling with season 1, with a different cast. But there is other shows coming into town. And one in particular is me with my older friends. Y se llama Mujeres de la Savia. So
Wow.
you can't miss that one, because women have so much to teach you. And I love that woman.
Girl.
Amparo, if you're hearing me, I want you to be part of the show, because you have a lot to tell me, my friend. You have a lot to say to the world. And so there is different shows coming up. I'm excited for all that. I just need to devote a lot more time to myself in the Valley, which, as you know, I've been traveling. Actually, no, because I've been so quiet on social media. But I'm okay. People ask me, are you okay? And I said, I'm okay. I'm just taking a break from posting everything, because I feel like to me, posting.
We need a break.
Well, it has to be with a purpose. I can't just post a
sometimes.
picture. And it has to be like a lengthy story that explains what I was feeling behind the picture.
Oye,
And
eso
so,
fue
Ah.
el motivo por qué te pintas el pelo, que fue como que una limpieza o no. ¿O
Mira,
por qué fue el motivo?
una,
¿Por qué
una
fue el
promesa
motivo?
que te puedes hacer a ti
No.
mismo es levantarte en la mañana y decir, yo te prometo ser mismo, ser the primary person that I'm going to focus on because you are going to provide. You are going to be the best person out there. You're going to be the best salesman. You're going to be the best entrepreneur. You're going to be the best real estate agent, the best business starter, the best fitness trainer.
bueno, a ver, cámara en mí,
Tienes
cámara en
que
mí,
ser.
Julio. Yo te prometo, ya, yo te prometo ser el mejor maricón.
Ándele.
You got it.
En el mes, no, en el mes.
En el mes de Pride, porque es verdad.
Ay,
en el
Estamos
mes.
celebrando
Yes.
Pride Month. We have a whole drag queen show right now here lined up for you guys. You're gonna die when you see it. George is actually gonna be part of it, but
Joe, y a los homofóbicos que soporten.
que
Soporten.
soporten.
Oh,
Yo quiero ver a George,
Soporten
yo sí lo
todo
quiero
el
ver
mes.
acá bien pipiris nice.
You guys, but wait, we haven't even hit the topic. So today's topic was going to be 5 things that you yourself, or so me, each one of us, is implementing in your life this summer to just elevate your lifestyle. A lot of times, like for me, I am addicted to Coke, Diet Coke in particular, actually Coke Zero. And so
I thought you were part of the Palmview Cocos.
No, no,
Eh,
no.
son cocos pero locos.
No,
¿Sabes
but
cómo es?
de las
Cocos pero
palmitas,
locos.
no? Okay, sorry.
No. But I will tell you guys, God, why can't we ever just keep the word palm
I'm
out of our
such an
mouths?
idiot.
You know, no, it's
No hubiera
okay.
dicho eso, hubiera dicho Sprite o algo, no sé.
Yeah, no,
Coke.
it's fine.
Diet Sprite.
It wouldn't be a real talk if it weren't aquí entre nos. No one's watching us, you know.
Hey,
It's just
everybody's
us.
watching.
But YouTube has like I think 44 viewers right now. But what was the question?
5 cosas para
tema,
No, porque muchas,
tema.
okay, for example, me,
el rol.
I drink Coke Zero a lot. My husband tells me, that's why you have kidney stones. And I don't know when. And he goes, no. I happen to have a kidney disease called PKD, and my kidneys are slowly failing. It's in my whole family has this, and that's why I get kidney stones. Not the Diet Coke or Coke Zero. They do nothing but help my life be better. And so giving up Coke should be one of them.
Like Coke Zero.
Coke Zero, maybe one of them.
Give me that Coke
Se te baja el
Zero.
azúcar y luego tienes que subir
Let's
azúcar.
just
Wait,
be clear
la
on what
semana-
you're
mira,
saying, bro.
Uno como humano,
¿Por qué?
uno como maricón y humano. Digo yo, I've tried in my life to think, okay, I need to cut back on doing heavy stuff, right? So I don't go to the gym anymore. Cut that one out of my life. And it was honestly a hassle. You
That's
go,
so
That's too
negative.
heavy.
You
You sweat.
sweat. I'm not
you know,
offending
for
you,
a
baby,
good
in
length of my
any
life,
way.
I taught fitness classes, and I physically taught them. Like I was out there lifting weights. ¿Verdad que sí, maestra?
Hey, bro,
I
you,
was-
you said this in the past 5 shows. I need to see, like...
Fuck no. You'll never see my workout
ahorita, o sea,
again.
como unos 5 seconds. ¿Cómo le
push-ups.
hacías? ¿Cómo le hacías?
This whole sweating, I taught my body, and unfortunately, you teach your body a lot of stuff they won't forget. Muscle memory is a real thing. So I taught my body how to hit an anabolic rate very quickly. And so any quick movement gets me sweating. And that's why y'all always see me sweating very quick. And it's horrible because honestly,
I thought it was glitter, bro.
I do
shiny.
my makeup and it's like, really?
Who's your makeup artist? It's natural.
I'm glowing. That's a glow.
You're
You know?
glow.
Es el
Yo
glow.
soy,
You're
yo soy
natural.
testiga de esa
Hey,
era.
en
Esa
aquellos
era
tiempos,
de-
3 in the morning, we're up. Let's go run. ¿Qué sí?
A la madre,
CrossFit.
no.
Primero de enero, ¿verdad? Enero primero ya estábamos en el gimnasio.
Estaba
fastidiosos
frísimo
ahí.
o caliente. And we were out
Sí.
there. And
No,
it's like,
y yo te miraba también cuando estabas en tu bike en la Benson.
for a while, I tried bike riding, and I was like, it's too much. So I no longer do any physical activity. I feel like I've done my fair share of things like that. So that's number 2. Number 3 that I can tell you, you know what, don't, is I don't deal with negativity. 1, I don't have the time for it at all. And number 2, I just don't want to. So if you're calling me to tell me something that doesn't interest me, that doesn't interest my husband, that doesn't affect my family, I'm not going to answer your call because you know what? I just don't care. I have so much going on in my life, and I want to focus on those things that I care for, people that I care about. And if you're not in that list, call somebody else because the
Yo,
negative.
hoy compartí algo, fíjate, de coincidencia, en Instagram que decía, if it's not making me happy, making me money, or making me better, I'm busy.
Yo pensé,
Hello.
yo
Amor.
pensé que ibas a decir el orgasmo. Dinero,
el
orgasmo,
amor de
eso
mi
no
vida,
tengo
¿quién
tiempo.
es? ¿Cómo?
Pero hay una otra que dice lo mismo. Dice, si no me está haciendo dinero, orgasmo, positividad,
Bueno,
no.
pues ahí
Ay,
en el
bueno.
happy.
En el
digo,
happy
ahí
entra.
va.
Ah,
Porque
bueno.
el orgasmo y
el happy ahí va.
happy ahí está,
Ahí
todo
está.
incluido. Y bendiciones para los que tienen todo incluido, como
Oh.
yo. Por eso estoy llenita sina.
Pero,
flaquitas
oigan,
les
en
falta.
realidad,
Digo,
nadie lo tiene
o
todo
sea,
incluido
digo.
porque la vida que ves en Facebook no es la vida de alguien.
Oh,
Just so
yeah.
you know.
Ah, sí.
We used to say, me and Erica have been friends for a long time, and anytime I have a crack in my life where I'm just like, fuck, I'm falling on my feet, most people would go to church. I don't. I go to her. And so I have this talk with her. I'm like, what's happening to me? Am I breaking? Am I unraveling? Like, and
Son
she's
los
like,
chakras, son los
no,
chakras.
está pasando esto en la vida. Y sabe como siempre, por eso I was like, I need to make her part of this project, because she's like, she always mentors me in different ways that we've been there for each other in times that we needed we needed to be there for each other. And we go years without seeing each other, right?
Sí.
De hecho, desde el primer show fueron como cuántos tiempo, como desde el Valentine Show teníamos como años sin vernos.
Sí, teníamos años sin vernos.
So, entonces me dijo una vez, dijo Joe, lo que ponemos en Facebook muchas veces no es para alguien o una indirecta para alguien, es para nosotros mismos.
Sí.
Bueno, lo que pongo yo en Facebook siempre son para la gente, ¿sí me entiendes? Y más si somos amigos en Facebook.
Tú lo que
o sea,
pones en Facebook es para enseñar tus chorchitos.
No, pues eso
Everybody loves
solos.
his legs, so everybody loves Edgar's legs.
No.
No, pero ir para atrás con Erika. Tú eres you're a powerful woman, eres una mujer bien poderosa en tu físico y cómo tú te cargas, porque nosotros lo resolvemos mucho porque siempre me dices, es que esto lo agarré por este precio y me encanta
sí.
ese pedo. Me encanta que eres real, porque yo soy neta. I mean, I might be making a certain amount of money. Puedo estar haciendo una cantidad de dinero, pero no quiere decir que voy a estar gastando ese pinche dinero en mi ropa, en mi físico. Yo lo voy a gastar en invertir en mi familia, en mis ahorros, en mis inversiones. Yo no lo voy a gastar para presionarte a ti, a impresionarte or impress you, because you don't feed me, honey. I feed myself. Tú no me mantienes, yo me mantengo sola. So, me encanta porque tú siempre estás a la T de la letra, siempre estás bien presentable, bien wow, y te he visto en Instagram y todo.
Oye, y hablando de ese tema exacto ahí, y ahorita lo que dijiste en cuanto a cuando estabas en el valle mirando los negocios y por qué quiebran, quiero que sepas de tantas personas con las que trabajo de negocios, es una de las cosas más grandes. Empiezan a hacer $500, $1,000, $2,000 extra de profit.
Te creen millonarios.
Inmediatamente ya empiezan a, digo, primo, espérate, ahorra, güey, porque
Sí.
no siempre tu negocio va a estar pompeando dinero.
No.
Ahorita, y con eso que estás diciendo ahorita me
No,
quedé...
pues de hecho la gente millonaria, la gente más millonaria del
Exactamente,
mundo,
es más
la gente
pinche
más
que-
sencilla de la manera de vestirse, en su estilo de vida.
Yo digo que ese sería un tema literal en el valle que debes de, especialmente en el chamber.
A
o sea,
huevo.
literal.
Hello.
Y sin ofender, pero trabajo con bastantes chavas. Y
Claro
digo,
que
"Mija,
sí.
o sea, calmada, tranquila.
Y
o
no
sea,
es tanto
ahorra".
que es el autoestima de nomás de las mujeres. Es algo que es la raza
Sí, no,
latina.
hombres también, hombres también. créeme.
La raza latina siempre quiere impresionar al siguiente. Yo tengo más que tú. Que te valga. Si te mueres tú, ¿cómo va a ser tu familia?
El
¿Ya
pozo
pensaste
cuesta,
eso?
El pozo
El
cuesta.
pozo
El
cuesta.
pozo
Güey, hasta cuesta
cuesta.
morirte. A veces como que no me quiero
¿Neta?
morir. No me quiero morir.
I know.
Literal.
If you're thinking of dying,
Eh,
I know this is
Don't,
consider
it's
it. Consider it.
expensive. $10,000,
$10,000,
bro.
Güey, que me quemen en chingas, que me quemen.
Minimum.
Que me quemen. Ahí, en un bote de aceite en Reynosa o lo
Y
que
si
sea, que-
piensan eso,
en un pinche aceite para que
comuníquense
no cueste tanto.
conmigo, Rocío Garza, Life Insurance,
Life
New York
Insurance.
Life.
There you go.
Here we go.
Oye, fíjate, hablando
But
de
it's
eso.
true. It's true. Like everybody thinks that you have to impress the next person. For what? Are they feeding you?
Su madre,
Are
snap
they
fingers.
giving you food? No. Your family. You need to think about your family. You need to think about investing and supporting your family and creating a legacy. Como latinos necesitamos que crear eso para nuestra familia. No alcen su dinero bajo el colchón como la abuela. Háblenme a mí, yo les ayudo.
O mejor no lo hacen para nada, porque yo, por ejemplo, tenía dinero invertido en Robinhood y compré chingos de stocks.
Sí.
Entonces I was like, wait, I forgot que I even had the app. Hubo un tiempo en aquel, I think creo que fue el 2000, it was already pandemic, after the pandemic, cuando Dogecoin estaba bien barata, y yo me volví loco y compré como, I think about like $500 worth of Dogecoin, y dije, eso va a crecer grande. You,
I know, I haven't checked
I
mine
went
either.
on there and it dropped in price by a lot. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know who owns it or what's the deal, but the people were like,
They
buy
were
a
waiting
lot,
for
buy
you
a
to buy
lot.
more para
You didn't
chingarte.
invest in Game Shop.
I did invest also in something, what's the thing, medical marijuana, because I was living in California at the time. That's legal over there before you judge me, and I don't really smoke it. So
I eat it.
yeah, you can do different things with it. Apparently.
Sometimes, not all the
It's
time.
not even a drug, guys.
I'm
honestly.
not even confessing to it. It's just
I
saying
do want to give. I do want to say
sometimes.
something to people out there, and this is just out of nowhere. But I was thinking about it last time when I was in the restroom, because whenever I go to the restroom in the mornings, that's all I do. My mind is working at a very rapid way, and I think about a lot of things that I'm like,
In the
fuck
restroom?
somebody.
In the
yeah.
restroom.
When you're there pushing, things come to your mind that you're like.
Well, I mean,
this is-
everything is going up here. There's a force.
Yeah,
Makes
yeah.
sense. Makes sense.
So I have to say, dije yo, ¿por qué esta gente como alguien va a la cárcel y hay en chingas ahí como, ay, they went to jail? And it's like, okay, here's the deal.
Get busted. In
Well,
corto.
busted is
Neta.
busted. It's a business and I respect that. But I mean, other people, they go on there and search for whatever pictures, and I'm like, ¿qué te queda? Everybody does something illegal, just nobody knows about it. No, they haven't caught you yet.
Hey, bro, you know my
So-
phrase is if when I meet people, I always like, if you're too perfect, I don't want to be friends with you. Mine is-
Neta.
That's how
Like,
this happened.
I'm serious. It's like you have to do something like weird, something weird. Like
Well, that's
I don't know.
debatable, though. So we have had the question raised, why are we friends? Because I tend to be a goody two-shoes, and he is not. So
But I was until this
But-
show. Honestly, people were like, this.
the thing is, though, that you can make friends with people who are different than you.
And
No, no,
you know
yeah,
what?
definitely.
Is that
No, no,
goody
but, like,
two-shoes for one
like you-
particular person?
the person has to have something. I don't know. You sleep with the.
Why would we
pajamas of
be the
Winnie Pooh.
same? It's so
something like
boring.
that. It doesn't necessarily have to be like illegal or
Everybody
something.
has, like, a weird
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, I always feel like, okay, what is your thing that you're qualified or classified as weird from like your family, friends, or whatever? Like, that's always.
What you're trying to say is that
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Like I when I meet somebody and they're too perfect or try to be too perfect, I'm like, bro, chill. Like, I don't judge. I don't care. Like, be yourself. Chill. Because I often when I meet people, I could get that energy from them real quick, and I'm like, "Cálmate,
Edgar, it's like
chill."
I agree with you in a lot of ways because I hate being in the same-minded people group. I want to strive and be the dumbest person in the group. I don't want to be the smartest person in
for
the
that,
group.
sure.
I
I'm with you
don't
on that.
want to be the one that knows all the answers.
Nope.
No, I want to
No
be
creces
the
así.
no
Hey.
crees.
You will not grow. You will
I
not
want to
grow.
be the
Same.
dumbest person in the
Yep.
group, but if I offer my opinion into what you have to offer and you appreciate it, then hell yeah, I'm going to be part of your group. And that's why I believe that the new RGV Women's Chamber of Commerce is a great opportunity for new entrepreneurs, for people that just want to be part of an organization that's going to listen to you, that's going to be there for you, and that's going to be pushing you to be better. Better as a person, better as a human being, as a woman, as a male. It doesn't matter. This organization is not it's not biased. It's bipartisan. It's very involved with everyone that is wanting to grow and is wanting to listen to each other.
Oye, quería preguntarles, how many members? I'm so gonna get super like technical. How many members do you have in that in the chamber, and then how often you guys meet? And if you don't mind, obviamente.
Wait, they just launched. They're-
Great question. That's a great
No,
question.
like how are your meetings or calls or Zooms like structured? Like, is it like hi, welcome, member, like new members?
Members, there will be an
Oh,
member.
wait. So it's like it just started.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
We
damn,
just
like-
started.
Yeah, she
We
just
just
launched it.
started.
We haven't
Practically.
even launched.
We haven't
Oh
launched.
shit! Oh, so it's like
Hold on.
in the
So
oven.
we
It's
formed
official,
our
se
but
está
it's
inflando el
like-
pan, se está inflando así. la
No.
concha.
We have
no, el
been
pan se está
underground
calentando.
brewing
I
Así
think
no.
for a long
Priscilla should
time.
answer these questions.
Yes.
You say
If
what?
you wanna, I think Priscilla should answer these
Okay,
questions.
go for it.
So we formed our legal documents back in April.
Okay.
So this has been brewing for a long time. and we formed. It was a small group of 8 women who came together and underground, super secretively, to protect this. You know, because when you're building something so big, it's gonna be met with adversity. It's gonna be met with controversy. And while we have received a lot of support, you know, inevitably you do also receive a lot of challenges. And so, and we knew that would come, and we were prepared for it, and it's, you know, that's okay. But you know, we really were serious about our work, so we decided to be very private and keep a lot of discretion around the subject, because we wanted to make sure that when we were ready to launch, which our formal launch is happening next week on Thursday.
So is this like too much putting out there, or
no? No, we can talk about it now.
Cool.
Now we can talk about it.
No, it's good. But
Yeah.
just so you know, every time you see this on screen, make sure you take a sip of your drink, okay? You're watching.
You're getting all the
So
tea right
take a
now.
drink. Right now.
I'm behind though because I've seen it several times.
Yes.
So-
Well,
No,
we've been quite the buzz in the community right now.
Remind me again, where is it like established? Is it like in a city or?
So because we're just starting off, we don't have a brick and mortar. We have a virtual address for like at a business suite in Edinburgh. Our goal is to have a building one day. But first we got to, you know, baby steps. First we have the virtual office, and then we'll have an actual office, hopefully within that same business center. In the meantime, though, it really has been just a team effort. All of the members will either volunteer their space, or we'll meet at a restaurant, or we'll meet at the library. It's really just been like, you know, this is a grassroots. We're building it from the ground up organization.
Yeah.
So, you know, and but eventually we want to, you know, we're thinking big. I think the women that we have on board are super smart women. I mean, they are incredible, full of energy, full of a lot of willpower and intelligence. And there's no way that we can go wrong with the team that we have. So we will inevitably have a beautiful building to call our own one day. But for right now, it's really a lot of work from home.
Yeah.
And where does it range? Like, who can be part of the women's chamber, the RGV Women's Chamber of Commerce?
So anybody really. I mean, you don't have to be a business owner to become a member. A lot of people think because it's called the RGV Women's Chamber, that you have to be a woman. But like we mentioned earlier, you can be a male.
I identify, dijo.
La
madre, qué pedo.
Whatever you
Oye,
identify
se vale
as,
todo. Hoy
it's-
se vale. Ya. Todo se vale ahora en día. Ya.
No, I really do have the philosophy that I can be very conservative, which is why, you know, it's been debated whether I should perform at certain or speak at certain events because of how, like, I used to work for local government. So,
So sabes todo el rollo en cuanto a...
well, I'm expected to behave a certain way.
Sí.
You
Yeah,
know?
that's what I meant.
And so, and it's not even that, it's just innately I am a conservative person, but I'm a very open-minded person. I think that you can be conservative and you can also be intelligent and compassionate. And
It's like posting things on social media with having a secretive life. If that makes any sense to you.
honestly, my social
kinda
media
has
is
like a-
just
No.
work.
Like what I'm saying is like you could be that person. Like you can post all your life on social media, but then also know where to what limit, to what extent.
I actually don't do that. I don't
No,
post my
I'm not
fa-
saying
my
you
life
do, but it was just
at
like a
all.
comparison with like,
Yeah.
like you have your reasons why you want to say, say some things, not say some
I
things.
just have a lot of responsibility being a community leader, and at the level that a chamber is not a government entity, but you do work a lot with your community, with your city, the cities, the counties, public officials, and so you do have to maintain, you know, a level of respect for what you do, right? And so because of that, I like to protect what I do. I like to make sure that I take my work seriously, you know, and I think that's fair. But also, I think that the work that you all do here at Aquí Entre Nos is also amazing. I think that there's a platform and an audience for that too, and I think that it's valuable what you guys do.
And I feel like at the end of the day, we're all like, especially when talking about community, you have all kinds of people in one
Yes,
community. So
exactly.
one person has to deliver the message. That's one thing that I always talk about, and even though some people don't agree, but I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, I used to be a teacher, by the way, in case you guys didn't know that. And
He was the
I,
teacher.
I could go off on education, trust me.
Yeah.
Anyways.
We have an
and
education
people,
committee.
And people,
Of the
and people always
education
say, "You were a
committee."
teacher, bro," and I'm like, I used to be a teacher, and my thing was always like, you try to teach these strategies to these students, like, bro, this is not gonna work, because these guys have X, Y, and Z in their homes, backgrounds, and that stuff. Like, it's not gonna work. I'm not gonna Timmy from freaking six-figure household, both parents, is not gonna be the same thing as single mom,
Yes.
todo el rollo, right?
Exactly.
And so, I feel like it's the same thing. It's like you need to have, and I truly believe this, in your group or whatever, you have to have representative of each group so that they can deliver the message in the words that certain group is gonna understand it. You know.
And not only that, but we go back to saying how we're not just trying to serve women in business, but we're trying to serve women who we want to eventually partner. And if you're hearing this, Mujeres Unidas, how do we go help those women who are struggling, who are in difficult situations, who want, who need a little push, who need a little bit of help? Like, I know that organization does a lot for them already, but if we can be of service
My
to
mom
them
used
as
to go
well.
there.
I think I
like
think there's also a field out there that I don't know if many of you guys know, but there is an entity, because I think you said I work for Palm Valley, so the nonprofit sector has been in my heart since I was little. I used to make my mom buy me Happy Meals and I'd give them away to other people because that's how bad I wanted to help since I was little. I remember I think 4th grade I won for vice president for student council, but I knew how hard my opponent had wanted it, that you can see me in the video walk across the stage and give him the trophy, and I was like, you can do it. That's been me my whole entire life. I will never fight you for anything. So, just know that.
I remember you in the university. We went to school together.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, and I saw him always reaching out, giving the best of him, everything. Always, what can I do for you? That was
Exactly.
his mentality.
I was student body president at SCC, so if you have anyone to blame why you can't smoke on campus, that was me. I took it to Austin, I was like, kill it, and they killed it. So sorry, guys. But that's awesome. So Priscilla, me and Christina actually did our mass communications degree together. So we should be doing out there journalism, but we were just, we're better than that.
Exactly.
We don't want a boss.
And being from Palmview, I'm always trying to promote my city because I'm very proud. And La Jolla, even though they're going through a transition, whatever La Jolla. Siempre estoy bien orgullosa, and I carry that proud, even though there's a transition and even though they have a history. But I do know that there is a new business that's coming up, and I wish they could join the RGV Women's Chamber of Commerce, and they're called Royal Anchor LLC. And they focus on women's that have been with that history of abuse and stuff. They offer all these opportunities, educational resources, and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And I really wish that they would be part of this organization because it would be great. It would be great to have you on this opportunity with the RGV Women's Chamber of Commerce and be part of this groundbreaking movement that we are doing as women, as entrepreneurs, and as educators to the community. It would be great.
Go for it.
Also, I'm going to call out the group on the nonprofit Lydia. It is a nonprofit for pregnant women that doesn't have a place to stay. They're actually providing a home for them to help them with resources for them not to feel alone so they don't do an abortion. And so I'm calling them out as well to collaborate with RGB.
That
I
would
think
be
it would
amazing.
be amazing.
Yes.
Let's all tag them.
Yes.
Tag 'em.
And I also know that I've always been, I was saying, an advocate for nonprofits, but there's one that many people tend to avoid. I'm not going to go into the animals because I'm a big animal advocate, but there is the Valley AIDS Council Clinic, who has 3 different locations. They have the Harlingen, the McAllen, and the Bronzo location, disguised as the Westbrook Clinic, mainly because when you hear the word AIDS, the word HIV, it's hard to intake because of the stigma that it carries. And so while attending these different groups to, mention, because back in Los Angeles, I was working really closely with I was directing the AIDS Walk LA, but I also did very different projects with the organization APLA Health, and this group particularly, right, the Valley AIDS Council. There's a lot of women who go to support groups, they're business owners and whatnot, and I guess it wouldn't be considered HIPAA because honestly, this happened many years ago. I haven't gone there in a while because now I'm always busy. But I would do want to get back to those habits. these women, were not at fault. They were not. They're waiting to get HIV. Their husbands were the ones that came in the house and just did the wife did their job as a wife, and but also a lot of them have businesses out there in the Bronzeville, San Benito, and Harlingen area, and I think they would really benefit from having someone that really believes in them, and now it will not judge them for whatever reason, whatever they've gone through in life. So that's another organization you guys may want to consider. The Valley's Council Clinic does offer support not only to gay guys but also to anyone, men and women, heterosexuals living with HIV.
I think
That's amazing,
something.
Joe.
Yeah, I think something that we all have in common is that, and it's something that I realized once I started like networking. That's how I met Priscilla and just going to events and really finding that niche of like, I didn't know I had this hole that needed to be filled with like giving and just being able to contribute in some way or form, because it doesn't have to be big or small. It's just like the ability, like Priscilla, I was honored that she gave me this platform. I was one of the original 8. We were out having dinner, and she's like, "Hey, can I talk to you outside?" And I was like, "Okay, what's going on?" I was concerned. She's like, "Hey, I have this," and I was like, "You know what? I'm full in," and I haven't been in that way in a very long time. And I think it's because we all have that common goal of that just need of like helping others and just taking everyone by the hand and seeing like, hey, how can I help you and how can you help me? Because at the end of the day, we just never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You never know. You can have it all in life, guys, and in one heartbeat and the change of 1 second, everything can change. So surround yourself with people that care for you, people that are gonna have your back, and that are just gonna never give up on you. Because I've had some of these motherfuckers that I'm like, guys, not today, and they're like, yeah, today. So
it's gonna happen.
I was the only one that shared my 3 things. I didn't have 5. Does anybody else have their 5?
Te iba a
We
decir,
can never
yo
say.
tengo 5.
Bueno.
A ver, dale, amor, dale.
Los últimos shows
seven.
nunca
Okay.
nos quedamos en el
Siguiente
tema.
Yeah,
El tema se queda
we-
como los últimos 3
We
segundos.
never stick to the
Nunca.
topic, as you know.
Bueno,
But-
pues van a venir desde mi punto de vista y mi estilo
Of
de
course,
vida, ¿verdad?
siempre.
5
Como
cosas
debe
que...
de ser, como debe de
Sí,
ser.
sí, así, exactamente.
Déjala
Sí.
que
O sea,
hable.
enseñamos lo que somos, lo que practicamos en nuestra vida. 5 cosas que puedes hacer este verano para mejorar tu estilo de vida. Número 1, hacer ejercicio constante, eso, lo que sea. Zumba, como dijeron que iban a empezar clases de zumba aquí. Caminar, bueno, ya me tomé 2 margaritas, ya puedo hablar temas más.
Sí,
más
sí,
Más
sí.
tranquilidad.
Más
sí.
hasta el
Si no le gusta a usted hacer ejercicio y usted sabe qué otra manera puede
El
hacerlo,
cardio,
puede
el cardio en
hacerlo
casa.
cardio
I
horizontal.
can do that.
Cardio horizontal.
Honey,
ya.
get ready.
Ejercicio número 1. Número 2, comer más sano. Empieza por dejar algo que sabes que te hace daño. Por ejemplo, yo sé que a mí soy intolerante a, por ejemplo, el pollo. Una lista de un montón de cosas, pero el pollo, por ejemplo. Entonces, no puedo comer pollo porque me salen ronchas. Bien claro, ¿ok?
El pollo
Entonces,
HB, no, hombre, ese está bien bueno.
El de
No,
HB
no,
no
no.
más.
Si sabe
No el
pollo,
de
I will
Foy's.
not eat it.
Si
I
lo
will
como
not
de
eat
vez
it.
en cuando, pero me hace daño. Bueno, entonces quita
El de
algo,
Foy's no.
quita lo que sabes que te inflama,
globo,
que
el
te
de
hace
globo.
daño o que no te hace
Bueno,
bien.
check it out.
Quita eso. Yo digo que el número 1 que debemos de quitar la mayoría es el azúcar
Better
porque
check
es una droga, ¿verdad? Bueno, ok. Bueno,
Y
ya no-
causa Alzheimer's,
No,
que
sí,
es del
no,
diabetes
exactamente.
número
¿Qué?
3.
Espérate, ¿cuál?
¿Cuál?
Diabetic number
El azúcar.
3
El
is
azúcar, el azúcar.
diabetic.
El azúcar es...
Alzheimer's.
Lo peor, ¿verdad? Bueno, ya sería otro tema para eso.
Yes,
Van 2.
later.
Tercero, medita o practica mindfulness. Y las personas que dicen, no, la meditación no me gusta porque no va con mi religión o mis creencias, haz oración, contemplación. O sea, estar presente, estar en calma, estar en silencio. Número 4, aprende algo nuevo. Me gusta, por ejemplo, la idea de la Cámara de Comercio que es nuevecita, entonces vamos a conocer gente nueva. Yo ya me emocioné, me voy a
Yeah, let's go to the launch party next
claro que
Thursday.
sí. Empieza algo nuevo y va también con el tema que dijimos hace rato de involúcrate, conoce gente que sea bien diferente a ti, que tenga puntos de vista completamente diferentes
Sí,
a los
sí.
tuyos, porque ahí se crece, ¿no? Entonces me falta el 1. El quinto es desconéctate un poco de la tecnología. No cuando está aquí entre nos 956 en vivo, jueves en la noche, no se desconecten de la tecnología, pero a lo mejor puede ser que el domingo, digamos, si tú eres religioso, sabes que el domingo se lo dedicas, o sábado, a Dios. Yo no soy religiosa, pero bueno, lo he sido.
Pero para los que son. Para los
Soy
que
espiritual,
son.
soy espiritual,
Sí, claro.
soy espiritual. Entonces el domingo mi
Soy luz.
práctica de yoga es mi iglesia. Entonces dedica un tiempo, desconéctate por completo de redes sociales, de la tecnología. Trata de no preguntarle nada a Alexa o a Google o a tu teléfono, Instagram, Facebook. A lo mejor algunas horas, a lo mejor mediodía, inténtalo. Yo sé que estamos bien dependientes de la tecnología, pero vamos a intentar hacer eso. 5 cosas de nuevo. Haz ejercicio constante, come sano, medita o practica cualquier cosa que te traiga al momento presente. Haz algo nuevo, empieza a hacer algo nuevo. Y 5, desconéctate de la tecnología. Ahí está mi punto de vista.
Me
Lo dije
encanta.
súper
Oye,
rápido
pues me
porque
robaste
quiero que
todo.
todos,
No, me
quiero que todos den su-
robaste todos los
quiero que
puntos.
todos den su
Sí,
punto de vista.
perfecto.
What
Mira,
the
y voy a piggyback a lo que dijiste, porque en mi familia no comemos todos el almuerzo o la comida, pero siempre vamos a estar comiendo la cena. So, en la cena, nadie puede tener su teléfono. El teléfono se apaga, si suena, lo ignoras. Esa hora de que estamos entre familia es la hora sagrada. No es el domingo, no es el sábado, no es el lunes, es todos los días que vamos a estar sentados, y es algo que si voy a estar en fasting, porque he tratado todo, por eso digo, no, pues vamos. He tratado todo, pero eso es lo que yo he siempre hecho, es que evito tener los teléfonos presentes. Y también otra cosa, aparte de lo que ya dijiste, porque es lo mismo lo que voy a decir, es leer 2 libros. Leer 2 libros que te van a inspirar en hacer algo proactivo, a ser una mejor persona y crecer de esos. Siempre una rutina después de 21 días se hace una...
Pero que no sea la Biblia. Pero que no sea la Biblia.
Ni cocaína ni nada de eso. Ni drogas.
No, of course.
Ni drogas.
I will say though that because I always like having my heart at a high rate. When I was little, remember, it was totally legal because anyone can do it. We'd go to GNC or like these vitamin places, and we'd be like, give us the strongest pre-workout or pill that you have. And we would we would take it and go running, and then we'd go to bed. We'd go to sleep because we enjoyed going to taking a nap with our heart beating fast. It was kind of like not illegal at all, right?
Espérate, güey.
Now I
que
have
sí vas,
something,
güey, tú.
now I have something healthy for you, and it's coffee, mushroom coffee, and I'll show it to you.
Oh,
Mushroom
no.
coffee.
I actually,
¿Qué tipo de
I,
mushroom
My
estamos
no, no,
friend
no.
Rose
Well,
does
so,
that.
so
¿Qué tipo de-
we actually had a coffee shop, and we served a coffee because we for this project we teamed up with
Fun fact.
Fun Fact with Ruben's Grocery, and so
sí.
they gave
We
us
love
a
Ruben's.
coffee
Sí.
that was not coffee at all. It was just mushrooms, and so people would come in with anxiety.
Hey,
They
that's
were
the ones
like,
on Conway, right?
which one?
They're on Conway.
I
Ruben?
like the other
No,
mushrooms
no,
too.
Rubens and McAllen.
It's in
Pero
McAllen.
tú dices one
Have
up,
to
one
go.
up,
Sí,
one up.
el one
sí.
up.
Yeah.
Sí.
I'm
So we
Conway,
offered-
yes,
no,
it is.
Oye, no son
Ramiro,
psicodélicos.
Ramiro, though. I think
No.
Ramiro's is
No,
me.
so what it does basically, it gives you that mental focus without having the jitters or having that palpitation. And it's, you're very much into whatever you're doing. So if you have ADD, my husband is big on mushroom coffee. There's one, I can't think of the name because that's we bought it for like ever and ever. There's one in particular that's really good, a brand, and I can't think of it right now, but I'll text it to you guys.
A shout out to our friend
Lars.
that is very into like organic stuff and like doing her own thing is Miss Teresa Zapatero.
She is.
That is
and,
watching us right now.
and she's also a sponsor
Thank
for our
you,
show. You
thank
can see down
you.
there.
Appreciate
Saluditos.
She
you. You
always
better
has something, a
join
promotion going on. I've been
all
wanting.
the time. She does amazing handcrafted jewelry.
She does. And is she, anytime you have something, an occasion going on or something, I was trying to get a hold of her for Kiara's birthday because I was like, do me something for, this is Kiara. And so, if this has been it, just hit her up. You're going to get something pretty, no matter if it's for a guy or a girl. But Teresa is amazing. I was going to say something about what you were saying about did you already give your 5 things? Give yours.
Yeah, it's your next.
And then I want.
One of the things I really want to focus on, and it's like a whole military thing, is making your bed every day. Like how
That's
that is
hard.
very important because it's like the first accomplishment of the day, and it really sets the trajectory of your day. So I really want to focus on that. And also, I'm the type of person, like, I'll kind of go through something, and then later on, I'm like, I didn't enjoy it as much. And I enjoy it
Live
later.
in the moment.
Yeah, so I want to be more present, which is something very hard for me because my work is very fast, my life is very fast, consistently going. And I want to kind of like step back and actually enjoy whatever's going on at the moment. Or like if I'm struggling, enjoy the struggle at the moment. You know, like actually be present and not
I love
just
that for you.
I don't know if
put
anybody,
things
if
inside.
anybody does that, but I do that a lot, guys. My husband is not like me at all. I'm a total optimist. You know, I can be like, my day can be falling apart, and anyone that's watching, my little cousin would tell me like, Joe, like your world's falling apart. I'm like, I think something's gonna happen and fix itself. Honestly, like that's my mindset, and I would never panic or freak out for anything at all. And
Voy a hacer una pausa tantito. Es que, como dices, mi esposo es bien diferente. Estaba escuchando el otro día a un científico hablando de cómo hay tantos estudios que demuestran que algunas personas nacimos ya con el cableado de ser positivos y otras personas no. Entonces es algo que ya lo, sí, lo puedes
y los
cultivar.
opuestos se conectan.
Sí, claro,
como
sí lo
los
puedes.
átomos.
y hay
Sí lo puedes
días cuando
cultivar, pero ya
cuando le cae el
nacimos.
20 y que le dice como, oh fuck, and he'll tell me, babe, I'm so sorry for being like that because I know that you keep me going when I said, I don't even like. And
But he
take
keeps
it
you
anymore.
grounded.
But I do.
does.
I don't
He
know why.
does.
Like I can be going through the most hardest day, and I don't have any of those. But I think I know how to practice gratitude. Back in November, it was my last trip of last year to California. I was supposed to have an extended stay, and so Friday it was the weekend. The one weekend my husband was gonna be home that I wasn't, and I have 14 animals. Just so everybody knows, they're all indoors.
Bueno, ¿qué le ibas a decir?
Eight dogs and 5 cats. Send me whatever judge, and I'll make sure, you know, that I handle you, whoever you are. Because you know what, I have 501 for that, so no one's touching me. But anyways, back to the topic. And so that one animal, so that one weekend that my husband was home, he tells me Salem isn't doing well. And so let me tell you a story about Salem. Salem is a black cat. He's an all black cat. I promise I'm gonna wrap up by the hour and a half, so I'm gonna make it short. And so Salem, my black cat, it was a pandemic. I was just shipped out to the valley, and during this process, this whole thing, I was doing different projects. I didn't have an exact job, a precise job, and so I'm an animal advocate, and one of my friends calls me and tells me they're gonna sacrifice an animal because it's a full moon tonight in San Manuel, right? And I'm like, what? And I'm in different groups, and I'm like, girl, if you come get me, I'll sneak into the warehouse and I'll steal the animal, like I'll get him. And she's
Oh my
like,
God.
are you kidding? I'm like, no, come get me. Like I'm not gonna let that animal be killed, right? And so he's like, he's an all black cat. He's been tied from his legs and arms for 2 days. So please, and I said, girl, come for me right now, and I will go. Sure enough, if you know how crazy I am, I go.
I know.
I rescue the animal. I go in the warehouse physically, clipped him from the zip ties, and took him with me. That is Salem. So I was not gonna let Salem go through this, right? So my husband tells me on Friday night, I'm sitting home for the weekend, but Salem is acting weird. He's not moving. And I said, well, give him a day. Tomorrow we'll check in again, right? I call first thing on Saturday morning, and he's like, babe, Salem is not moving. He doesn't go. And I said, give him one more day. Sunday was the day of my event in California, so I'm praying. I'm like, he's doing good. I call him at 4 in the morning, my time, 6 in the morning, his time, and he's like, babe, I don't think Salem's gonna make it for you to come back. And I was destroyed because I was like, I'm not letting this animal die, knowing that I rescued him from such harsh situation, you know? And so I said, I told my boss, I need to get on the next flight. There's no way I can stay here till Thursday. I need to go now. Like, I gotta go. And so the event finished at 11. I was at LAX stuck until they found me a flight. I am in contact with a lot of animal advocates in the world, literally in the world, not just in the country. And so I was like, does anybody have a vet that can come to my dog, to my cat, and attend him at whatever time I get home? And Sonia from Aqui, she said, I got you a vet. He'll be there at 4 in the morning.
Joe, you're a special kind of heart. I swear to God, you are.
I get home and I'm in tears. I'm like, oh my gosh, he was so fragile. Salem is a black cat who has this attitude like I can do anything in life, and so he just couldn't move. He looked like frozen. He wasn't shocked, and so I actually wrote a blog about it. But I've been holding my post, and I'm like, you're gonna go up today, and no post happens because I'm like, I'm not ready to post again, but I'll post soon again. I promise soon. And so he comes and he tells me, okay, I think maybe a kidney disease. He has rocks, and maybe that's why he can't move his leg. Long story short, he's like, I need to get an X-ray because we got him moving again. He brought him back to life, but he said, take him to get an X-ray to just see what's going on in his hip area, right? I get an X-ray, take him to Rio Rico, and the guy's like, he's ready to die. You need to put him down. His spine is broken. He can't live anymore. And at
feo,
that
Joe.
point,
Qué feo.
he
¿Me
tells
vas a
me
hacer llorar otra vez?
at this point the vet
Tú
tells me.
dijiste que no me ibas a hacer
Oh,
llorar.
wait, at this point, the vet,
Qué feo.
he's telling me this, right? And Salem just
Feo.
jumps off where he's at and runs. And I said, do you think he's ready to die? he just jumped off and walked and dragging his leg, but you're telling me he needs to die. And I said, give me my cat. I only care for the X-ray. That's fine, right? So I called my vet, who's a vet from Mexico. If you need this information, please let me know. And so he said, I have an idea. And I said, I'll take your idea, whatever it is. And he's like, I think we should amputate your cat's leg. It's going to shift his spine, and he'll walk again, and he'll live. And so it was something that everybody told me. Oh, the vet from Mercedes did say to me, Rurico, he said, you can call one vet. He lives in Washington State. And he will, I think he's the only one that can do the surgery. And because I know everybody in the animal world, and literally in the world, I called my former boss that I had at some point. I said, I never thought I was going to call her. And I said, I need that one favor. I need you to get me in contact with this one vet. And he said, I'll take him, but it'll be 12 grand. Do you have 12 grand to just drop like that? You have them, but to drop them away, no, it's a lot. So I went to the option with a vet. And so Salem is alive. He's good. He's happy.
Wait, so he had the surgery.
He had the surgery. He did get his
You made me cry for nothing.
He did have his
Joe,
amputated.
because bruja que se respeta tiene un gatito negro.
Oh.
There you go.
I
And
hate
he
cats.
is-
I want to be respected, though.
I love him. I love him. If you go on my Facebook picture, I was so terrified because I was like, oh my God, we have our Christmas, every Christmas we have a Christmas card, right? And we always include our animals. And I was like, I don't want to not include him. So you can see Salem right there on the Christmas card. But that's my happy story. And so now there's times that I go to bed and my husband kind of worries because he's like, this is going on in this, with our lives. And I'm like, I don't see the negative in it. I'm like, you know what? So many things could have gone wrong with Salem, but there he is. So whatever's happening in your life, experience the moment of gratitude because it goes a long way.
Amen. I love that. I love that.
I love it, love it,
I'm
love it.
next.
Oh, drinks. We got to drink. No, that's Edgar with his little shorts.
Yeah.
Priscilla, what are your five things that you would do?
So 5 things.
I mean,
actually
they
wrote
don't
them
have to
down.
be 5.
She wrote him down. Okay, go for it.
Good
Yes.
prepared. Hermione Granger over here.
Of course.
Okay. So, I want to be more intentional about the friendships that I
That's a good one.
yeah, the energy that I give out to people, especially now with the position that I have as the president of the Commerce. I feel like it's very important for me to be able to, because whatever I do will impact the chamber. So I want to make sure that from now on I am acting and socializing in a way that is going to empower this organization. And so just being really intentional about, the people I let into my life, the people that I allow to partner myself with, and just making sure that I'm setting us up for success. That's really important for me these days, and I think that should really be top priority for anybody, right? Is because you really are. It's like they say, I used to hear my mom and my grandma say this all the time, pero dime con quién te juntas, y te diré quién eres,
Yes.
right? And that hasn't been more true ever than now, these days. So I really resonate with that. I think that's really important. That's something that I'm implementing for sure. And that leads to the next point that I want to make is staying positive, right? I think that we live in a world of, with social media and stuff, and there's so much pressure to be a certain way, act a certain way, and I, as a leader, am learning to find my leadership style, and so that to me means being really honest with myself about who I am and how I am, and accepting that I'm not for everybody, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. So accepting yourself is really important this summer, right?
Absolutely. Accepting who you are, and let everything else go, all the negativity.
Yeah.
In case you haven't heard our intro song, go hear it again, okay?
Que digan lo que quieran de mí. Ya no sé.
Que hablan de mí. We should dance it right now before we're gonna go sing outside.
Sing it, baby.
Upstairs. I think that's beautiful because I think that we're at an age, guys, where you have to be quick and very vigilant about who comes your way. A lot of people will come your way because they want something from you in particular, which is good. We're there to be servants, and as public servants that we are, we have the heart to help others in whatever way I can. If you call me, trust me. That's my heart always, and everybody here can attest to that. If you call me at any time and you tell me, Joe, can you do this for me? I will get it done. No matter what it is.
Same, like today, Joe texted me and I was like, we'll figure this out real quick. And we did.
Yeah.
And I feel like those are the people you want to be around. bro.
Exactly.
You do.
People who are gonna empower you, lift
Sí,
you up.
porque gente que nomás toma y no te da chingos, güey.
Oh,
Chingos.
there's plenty I've included in my projects. And my project, I've included them.
You have to get
Hold on,
closer.
stir the pot.
Hello, I said. Hello.
No, this isn't even at all like right now. But I have multiple projects that happen throughout the years or throughout the year. Number one, I'm really well aware that everybody you start a project with will not stick around the whole project, and I know that, but I don't hold it. I don't hold it against anyone because everybody has a destiny, and not everybody's destiny aligns with each other. So, by all means, learn how to say, you know what, hasta aquí llegamos. I admire you. I wish you the best, and that's good. But along the way,
thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, because you don't want to burn any bridges.
Yeah.
You don't want to burn any bridges.
Just bring all your positive and leave with all the positive.
There's always room to work together again.
Yes.
I was telling my sister because she just recently resigned from her job, and so she actually was working with one of my great friends, Melissa. And I said, just make sure
love you,
you
Melissa.
don't burn that bridge because Melissa's an amazing individual who's been there for us and we've been there for her. And the
she
bond that we have.
has what's the business?
Has Absolution Healthcare,
yes.
because I can't release the announcement
Another
just yet,
women
right?
business
No.
run
No, we can't
that
announce
they
that yet?
should
Can
announce.
we announce it already? Can anyone tell me?
No.
Savannah, are you watching this?
We
Savannah?
can. It's okay. It's okay.
no.
It will be announced soon.
I hope you announce soon. But
Good things- good
Jamalis
things
Lopez,
are
my
coming.
sister, I am so happy for her because I was scared and terrified to bring her to the Valley because she has something really great going on for her in Dallas at TCU as a professor. And I was like, I don't want to take her away from that because I'm a
thank
control
you.
freak and whatnot, right? And I really felt that she needed to be home because.
And your big brother, dude,
and-
regardless.
Right, great. Thank you for telling my whole life to the world. But I always talk about my sister. I'm proud of her. I always say
Jamalis, we love you.
she is part of the women's board.
She's part of the board.
She's part of the women's board.
Chair
RGB.
of marketing.
Chair
Vice
of marketing, and she is doing great things, guys. She's out there hustling, not even with me anymore. I see her, I'm like,
She's
hey, you're here too.
amazing.
And so it's great to see her on
She
her
said she
own.
was moving too. She told me
She's-
that.
And she's
Yeah.
moving too.
And she got a new position.
I can't confirm just yet.
She told me.
Oh, I can. Okay. I just got confirmation from Savannah herself. As you guys heard, the last show that we had, Savannah did resign her position as CEO and president for the Alamo Chamber of Commerce, and the new president and CEO for the Alamo Chamber of Commerce, a beautiful city that it is my sister Jamalis Lopez. Applause, guys!
Let's have a drink.
Let's have a drink, guys.
Cheers to that.
Yes.
Cheers.
Drink.
Savannah, Alamo is going to miss you because you are an amazing individual. And I'm so excited to take on our project that we're coming on together. She's still part of the cast of Against Her Nose,
Yes.
but she is just taking a little break because girl has a lot going on right now.
She does.
With
Oh
the-
my
the
god, and
transition
she's
of-
amazing. Like she's been doing
a
so many
powerhouse
things.
of a woman.
Since we already
of
announced that,
power,
one of my
yeah.
phones, they're all cute. They all.
And you know what? Like Joe's family, even though the last segment that we had, he always talked negative about our family, but
Because we are cousins, just so you know.
they've all had a lot of successful people out of them. So no matter what your background is and your generational past, you're the one that's going to choose to make the fucking difference for the next generation. Like, don't use that excuse to hold you back. You have to be the one that's going to push forward and that's going to make the difference. Like, tienes que ser el que va a poner el pie y decir, hasta aquí llegó, vamos a hacer algo diferente. Ya valió lo que pasó en el futuro, lo que el pasado no lo puedes cambiar. Con Dios adelante, todo es posible. Y si tú pones tus motivos, your affirmations, every day. Yo le he dicho a ¿cómo se llama? Arvin.
Irvin.
I told him he's with Max Hill Leadership Group, and I follow them, and y'all should join because they're having a
He's actually a part of
webinar.
our
Yes,
our
very
Alliance
important
and
people.
Equity Commission.
And he does a Maxwell Leadership Group, and I showed him. That's what I do every year. I have the yearly thing. I have it with the women leadership, and I read my Bible every morning, and every morning I write the 3 things that I want to accomplish. And you know what? My goals were very minimal. Mis metas eran bien mínimas en el principio cuando me moví para el valle. Pero de nuevo yo me tuve que re-evaluate myself porque yo quería crecer como persona y dije, no, voy a ser chingona este año.
Ándale.
El 2024 voy a ser chingona. Y hello, RGV Women's Chamber of Commerce. Here I come. And everybody that knows me knows that I'm always promoting every business.
Amen.
Every opportunity
You
that
got
I
to.
can, I'm promoting them. They don't need to pay me. I don't need to expect anything
with you,
from
sister.
them. But I promote them the way God promotes me to be a better person.
Amen.
The way God expects me to be that better person, and that's who I think I'm God's gift to everyone. Thank you very much. I'm just telling you right
She
now.
really is. She really is. She came to me when I launched an entity, and she was like, I was clueless about a lot of things, and she guided me. So, yeah, she does that.
But I'm always here to lend that helping hand. I've been told that my prices are very, very low, but it's because I want to help everybody in the valley. I want to help that small business be prosperous. I want to be that person that everybody can go to and say, hey, she helped me out. And not because I want to die and say, mira, aquí está. No, I don't want recognition. I don't expect anything from anybody. I just want to do it for the next generation, for
Amen.
our next generation, you know?
Amazing.
So wait, Christina, tell us yours, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
Okay.
Sorry, I talked a lot.
It's okay. It's okay because you're on point. So, it would be one. Now that I started my business, I want to give more time to my family. My family is my everything, and just visiting my parents, calling them, seeing how they're doing, inviting them out to lunch. Now that I have the flexibility to do so, it would be continuing to intermittent fasting. If you guys don't know this, intermittent fasting can heal the body. You don't have to take medicine. You don't have to take extra supplements. Our body is so powerful. Number 3 is meal prepping, but not just regular food. I buy everything local source, no GMO, gluten-free, everything at the farmers markets. If you have not been going to the farmer markets, I highly recommend it. When I go to the farmer markets, I get chicken that's freshly slaughtered the next day. That is, it's amazing because it has no antibiotics. It's all the food that you eat. I'm a nutritionist. I have my personal training certificate. I'm a professional bodybuilder, so I make sure I'm very militant to what I eat. But in this season, with starting a new business, it can get complicated. But that is my 3rd one. My 4th one would be cold showers. Making sure that whenever I shower, it's cold because it can help you wake up. It can help you have that go factor, just being ready to go. And it's hard because I'm so comfortable with taking baths. I'm a bath girl. I like hot showers. Yes, exactly. He knows what's up. Yes. My last one is how can I sponsor people? Like, I am a small business. I just started 3 weeks ago, but I'm looking at ways to sponsor anything. So there's a company that reached out to me, Veterans. It's a basketball organization, and I'm willing. They asked for $200, and I'm going to sponsor any opportunity. I'm going to just give back in that way. So that is my 5. Is just giving back. Do I have the money? I may not have the money, but I believe that in my savings, I can give back as much as I can to help the community.
Yeah,
That's
there
so
we go.
cool. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. It's like I like having these nutritional skinny body people
yeah.
with
Era-
muscles.
era
Hey,
puro
girlfriend, I'm
overlapping.
gonna help.
But the gordita power is here, girls.
There we
No
go.
se agüiten.
Así es, así
Sexiness
es.
is in the chunks.
Yo iba a decir los míos, pero ya los dijeron todos.
Edgar, no, I was waiting for yours.
Cualquiera, uno es
Nah,
diferente.
I guess I'm next. And so, no, for me, the todos, one main one is I honestly, I'll share it with you guys. Everything is mental. Todo es mental.
Así
Todo.
es.
Todo es mental. And honestly, I feel like a lot of people don't feed their mind first thing in the morning. And that's one thing that I want to get back into. My routine of, I know in 2018 when I lost it all, is one thing that it helped me for 8 months straight, just personal development. And I don't know if you guys would agree with this. It's like your income or whatever success is only going to be as limited as your mindset. So the higher your mindset goes, is going to be your success in whatever level it is. So for me, is that one. The other one is truly, I'm
Good.
trying to get abs right now. So I'm really like right now. Ahorita que están hablando ustedes de que
But I
nutrition,
saw
I'm
you
like,
drank right now.
I know it's
Tito,
cool.
abs
It's
también.
cool. And but hey, I just
Grace
worked
is
out too.
given.
so
Help
like,
us, help
fuck.
us.
Grace is
No,
given.
but I really want to get back to my best body form ever. So I need to get back into that. So personal development into that, and then the other thing is really pouring into my team, which all of you guys in here have a team, whether it's your partner, husband, or whatever, or your personal team or your organization. Like I feel like that's a big part. And then whenever you have that role, it's super important. So everything that you were saying earlier, I was like, I think that's me with like my team. So I really want to be
Example.
the example in the good way, even though I'm imperfect in a lot of other ways, but I'm like, okay, I need to work in those areas. So it's just pouring into my team, personal development, trying to get it shredded back, pouring into my team. And then the other thing is collaborating more. I do wanna do a lot of collaboration with people in other industries, and even
I
if we
love
do like the same thing as far as like nutrition and fitness and whatnot, like
Hey, you
collaborate,
can
'cause
join the RGV Women's Chamber
I
and
mean,
be
no, by the way,
an ambassador.
ya que estamos aquí, I'm
Dale
gonna talk about
gas.
two things.
Dale
We-
gas from Productive. Vámonos.
As some ladies in here may or may not know, I am part of like this called Team Beauty. It's a nonprofit organization of all girls. I'm the only guy in there. So we are
That
gonna
would
have
be
we're gonna have an event on Saturday. We rented out Fantasyland, so it's gonna be an event for our clients.
Fantasyland?
Is that
What
so-
is that?
Vamos a andar skating, so it's gonna be food empowerment pictures. Ya saben, tienes que tomarte las fotos para Instagram, si no, no cuenta, you know what I mean?
There's no
So
proof,
ahí
yeah.
voy a andar con mis short shorts y los patines y una little jacket o algo, no sé. And
You
then
have to wear
Is it
the
open to
short
the
shorts.
public?
it is. So, I mean, there's a fee for it, but if you guys want to join in there, or if any of the girls in here need empowerment, the main goal of that is to, I don't know if you guys would agree also, being females and whatnot. I know a lot of girls that typically don't go out. And I'm like, girl, you need to go out and socialize. Like, literally, like, I get it, self-love and this and that. I'm like, but you do need to. And what you were
Enjoy
saying- what
themselves.
you were saying, like, you go out there and connect with people that want your same life. Don't go to your
Exactly.
old habits and whatnot. So that's what we try to create. That's like in our events. That's what we try to advocate and whatnot. So
We'll be
hopefully
there
it
to
goes great.
support you. No worries.
We'll put it out there. And the other thing, before I move on, even though I said my 5 points, ahorita me mandó mensaje Neni. I don't know if she's watching, but she's gonna have an event. I'm gonna just repeat it. The Mickey
Again.
Nini. Okay, meet and greet. Ya me dijo otra vez que le hiciera promo. So, hey, ahí está. Hey,
I
it's
love
gonna
you,
be,
Neni.
Ahí va a
On
estar on Sunday,
Sunday.
June 9 from 1 to 3. All right, there's different promos that's gonna be there at Blow. So if you're also watching that, not only are we having us that on Saturday, but also ahí va a estar on Sunday as well, June 9th.
Yeah, well,
Ya
I'll
saben.
be there as for sure to support you, girlfriend.
Okay, so we have one more round of margaritas because we were gonna get two each one of us, and then we're gonna wrap it up here. Does anybody want to say anything? Oh, before we move on, there it is. Congratulations to my sister Jamilis Lopez, President, CEO of Alamo Chamber of Commerce.
Love you,
Um,
babe.
I cannot. I don't want
Stop
to cry,
it.
so
Stop
I
it.
won't cry.
Don't cry. No, yes, cry.
Cry, cry, cry.
It's
Get
okay.
it
No,
out.
no, no.
do
I cried
it.
too much.
It's okay.
That's
Hey,
the baby of the
That's
Make them
family.
stop the
Sister.
tears. It's all good.
It is just because I mean, I brought her. I didn't bring her here. I didn't drag her here. I said I took me a while to be like, just come to the valley. There's so much for you
didn't
to
want
do
to.
here. You have
Yes.
this mindset to do great things. Her marketing is
Amazing.
impeccable. If you look at it, it's like you think it's mine. It's like no, it's hers. I'm not saying I'm great at what I do. I would never
You
have that
are.
ego to
Look at
do
look
that.
at my portfolio.
But
Screenshot.
this girl has a heart. of a public servant, and I know she wants to do great things in our city and other cities as well.
In our region.
In our region.
Sweetheart.
RGB.
And,
She's a
Saver.
she's a valley girl.
On top of, you know, on
official
top
valley
of-
girl.
President and marketing.
president in
Don't get it
marketing. I look at
twisted.
her and I'm like, I've been there because I mean her plate is full,
Her-
and
yeah.
she's doing a lot. But honestly, guys, I think my dad just trained us with the mentality of do as much as you can, and if not, you feel like a failure. So that's why I take on so many projects. I have so much going on. And I feel like I can take on more. I want more. And this girl's the same way. My dad would be
Extremely fucking
Can't say
proud. Extremely proud.
I wanted to give a
Jamila is
shout out.
carrying on Joe, being your prima, and you are the youngest of the crowd.
She is.
And I appreciate you, and you're the one that's motivated me to be part of something bigger, to grow more than what I can offer. You have been my inspiration to be something bigger and grand, and because of you, I've strived to not only keep myself in the little nutshell that I was and I thought that I was part of, but to expand myself into bigger opportunities. And thank you, Jamilis. Your parents and your siblings have done an amazing job supporting you and I wish you the best. As a prima and as a board member, what is it? Partner, companion, comadre, whatever.
Brazos comadre, that's why.
Yeah.
I think it's really something wonderful because she came down here and built a name for herself, and each one of us has done so. We are self-made.
Yes.
Nobody hustled. Nobody knows the blisters we fucking have on our feet for being out there in places that we made no money from.
Yes.
Nobody knows that we fucking
Hey,
left the
louder,
house
bro.
with $2 in our
Preach
wallets and had burritos for lunch. And guess what? We came back we closed the deal of $1,000. So no one else
We had
knows
tuna
that
sandwiches.
but you.
Yes.
And so you know, all of us here are who we are, and I would never take the credit of a public figure, but we really are. You know, we're there for a reason, and you, Jamilis, have done that. I'm so proud. Dad would be so proud.
Woo! I want to give a shout out
I don't-
to
You said I wasn't gonna cry.
Adelia Lopez. She's in the crowd right now. If you have anything like as far as your lending needs, she is your mortgage girl. Her number is 630-453-8466.
Take him a seat. I was like, take him a seat. I'm like, come on.
Come here, Adelia. Come on.
I know.
Yeah,
She's so gorgeous, guys.
She is beautiful. She's beautiful.
She's from Chicago. She just came to the Valley 4 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
Please
I
come.
grew up in Chicago.
No way.
Yes.
What area? I lived in Chicago. Now
Oh,
everybody
Lord.
can-
Now everybody's
I-
your
I-
favorite.
Hyde Park.
Please.
I'm from
Please.
Chicago.
I
Never
lived in Hyde
been.
Park. Anybody
Yes,
know?
thank you
I
so
know where
much,
that is.
Adelia.
We'll talk more.
Yes.
A la madre, qué pedo.
So, Adelia, what do you do, babe? What do you do for your profession? Just tell us
Please.
a little bit about your background and then what you do.
Yes, please, Auntie.
Well, my name is Adilia Lopez. A little bit about my background. I've been doing mortgages for the last 15 to 20 years.
Woo woo.
Been in banking for a really long time. I'm originally from Chicago. I'm now here in the Valley. I have a lot of family.
How long have you been in the Valley?
Coming on 4 years.
Okay.
Yes, 4 years in August.
What brought you to the Valley? That's
My
a question.
family. So I have my roots. My family roots are here. My 91-year-old grandma lives down the street. And I have a lot of cousins and uncles, aunts, and now a lot of friends and family here. So I'm really excited to be a part of the Valley now. I feel like, I don't know, everybody says it's a culture shock, but to me it's just like my second home. So
what is it that you do and what do you need to be part of that, or what do you need to be in that? To be processed, I'm saying, like for the small business
you know, just
person.
I also want to give back to the community. Like I said, I've been doing loans and in this business for a really long time. So I would love the opportunity to help people, educate them on how to buy a house. I know a lot of people think they can't, or they're scared to go through the process, or they're just like, oh no, rates are too high. I would offer myself to implement a system to carry them through the process. So if they're not ready with credit yet, if they're not ready with, their situation, we can get them on this path where maybe it won't happen today, but maybe in a few months we can get them in a situation where they can buy a home.
So I'm going to put it out there. Are you willing to commit to be part of the RGV Women's Chamber of Commerce and offer your services as a member?
Yes, I would love to.
And then offer your education to our members and our future entrepreneurs?
Yes, 100%.
Love it.
And I
would
told
love
her
to
about
help.
it. Yeah.
Love it.
I think that would be
Love
very
it.
valuable because a lot of women don't think that they can do that. They have limiting belief systems, And so I think it's important to hear it from a professional, like, no, it's okay. Like, you can do it.
Yes,
Like,
absolutely.
you can fucking, like,
Yes.
I bought my first house at 26 and by myself.
yes,
That's amazing.
And
true.
that was the hardest thing I've ever done. So it takes a
can be
lot.
done.
Other than saying yes to the dress.
I don't want to sign just yet, but it's a very
But you don't have to say yes to the dress to get the house. Like, you can do it on your own.
Exactly.
Like, you don't have to get married in order to have a house, right?
I
Right,
didn't get
women?
Yes.
Sorry, Edgar. You're outnumbered, babe.
I actually say that
Sorry.
often to the girl. I'm like, dude, you do it, fuck that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did it by myself. My parents were more of like, it is time for you to venture out, and I didn't want to rent an apartment, so I was like,
What
you know
is? That's great. What is a key point to have young people that are barely starting their careers? What is a key points that you've seen in the mortgage process in getting a home that they need to look out for?
I would say as soon as you're of age, you're 18 years old, like, start focusing on your credit. Don't run up your credit cards. That's going to come back and bite you in the butt. Make sure that you take advantage of not having any credit and building that, or having your parents add you on as an authorized user on their credit cards if they have good credit only. They have bad
And if
credit,
they're
never mind.
responsible
Never
in
mind.
paying.
Yes, exactly. So that's one of the key things. I really think there should be like some type of class in high school that
Really
helps
should.
kids.
Yes, instead of education. Let's
I
call
guess
on
we
our
can-
congressmen, our congresswomen that are
HWNT
out
here.
there
So
to
there's an
push that
organization
for.
here, and you saw some of the ladies tonight from
Oh, yeah.
HWNT. HWNT is the Hispanic Women's Network of Texas, and that's a whole other nonprofit organization. But what they do is they have a really beautiful program. It's a 9-month program where they'll take applications for high school seniors. And the ones that do get accepted go through this 9-month program where they're taught basically how to adult. They're taught they're taught about financial literacy, budgeting, even relationships, how to identify toxic or abusive relationships, and all these things that they need to know how to manage their credit and things like that. So I think that there's definitely, there is a place for that, and maybe we'd love to have you at HWNT as well as a presenter.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. No, I would love to give back. Like I said, like, my roots are here. I used to visit the Valley once a year. That was, my parents brought us out here for vacation, and I loved it. I love seeing my cousins, and now I appreciate the value of having these roots here, and I want to give back to the community, and whatever way I can help, I'm here. 100%.
Amazing.
Yes.
That
Thank
is
you guys.
amazing. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for that input. That's
Yes.
crazy. So what is it that you do, and what do you bring to the chamber?
I've worked with local, state, and federal government, so I work in governmental affairs, and that's pretty much been my background.
Yeah,
I have a
she's
background.
having a bomb 4th of July watch
Yeah.
party for 4th of July. That's her baby. That's her
Yes.
event. So
Love
if y'all,
it.
Fun.
if y'all don't have anything
Fun.
to do this 4th of July,
Yes,
Join
go
up.
and join. And how will they join that 4th of July event if they want to be a sponsorship?
If they're a sponsorship, they would tell me, and we would direct you to the sponsorship committee because we have someone designated. But pretty much we'll be at the municipal park. We're watching the I think it's called the fireworks in the sky.
yeah.
The concert in the sky at the city of McAllen, and it's gonna be in the evening. We're gonna be there, and hopefully
I'll be
everyone
there
can
with you,
join.
girlfriend.
We'll be there.
It's gonna be fun. Bring your red, white, and blue.
love it. So Priscilla, how would an early entrepreneur join the chamber if they wanted to be a part of the chamber as a member or part of the chamber as a volunteer or just tell us about the process of just joining.
So they can send us an email at rgvwcc.texas@gmail.com, or they can call 512-985-1610. We also take text messages through that phone number. So we're also on most social media platforms. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So a message there would do too. We have an amazing membership team who is on top of all of our emails, all of our social media messages, and they will get to those messages promptly to make sure that we can answer all your questions and make sure that we can get you on board.
Awesome. Anything else that you all want to add? ¿Algo más que quieren agregar?
We have one more guest, so we're gonna start with.
Oh my goodness, how can we forget?
The man of the hour.
The man of the hour. Listen, guys, so what
Thank you,
I know
Eddie, for
about
being
Quinta
on
Ronda, and
here.
I said it before, they have created a system like old Englishmen that you have your 5-course meal, like bien elegante, ¿verdad?
Yes.
Es la Quinta Ronda. So
Hi.
every course that you get when you're here, you get the course and then you get the specialized drink, right?
So actually, the way it works is that you buy your drink, and then we have the a full set of appetizer, which comes with a ceviche, has quesadillas, totopos, tiene un chorro de cosas muy deliciosas.
Súper deliciosas.
Yo lo sé, para que
O
hagan.
sea, yo lo sé. Hello.
Yo lo sé.
Tomen el consejo de esta gordita preciosa, jugosa.
También tenemos el ceviche no engorda, entonces no hay problema.
A huevo, no.
No pasa
claro.
nada. Está delicioso.
Delicioso.
Qué bueno que andan por
Ahora está
aquí.
abierta la cocina, por cierto.
Tell us, Emilio, what's going on tonight?
Tonight we have Thursday night karaoke. We have 80s and 90s going on. Plus, we're gonna go right now because aparte,
Okay, we're
a las
gonna
mujeres
go.
que están despechadas, que están dolidas del corazón, ahí pueden
Ah,
cantar.
no, les hablo.
Hoy es el día que se puede hacer eso. Entonces, ¿qué lo esperamos?
Saco la lista. y-
Claro, saquen la lista, no pasa
Mija.
nada. Ahora, yo sé que, por ejemplo, todos los hombres siempre han sido fieles, son todo el tiempo
Claro.
portados, todos,
Claro.
todos. Pero no importa, yo sé. Yo.
El mío.
El tuyo también.
El mío.
Muy bien.
No, sí.
Sí, por eso dije. Yo no dije
Mi
nada.
amor.
Sí.
Te amo.
Te hablan.
Mi vida.
En fin. Para que vayan a cantar con todo el corazón y todo el alma aquí en Quinta Ronda, los esperamos, ¿sale?
Oh
Mira.
my God, ¿quién me reta? Porque yo canto, ¿verdad yo?
Oh,
No,
wow.
I don't.
We didn't hear you tonight.
Nomás me
Let's do it.
retan.
No tan bien, pero sí me gusta cantar.
Wow.
Claro,
Sí.
claro. Ahí los esperamos.
Ay, no, sí.
Pásenle,
o sea,
pásenle.
explícanos cómo tu establishment, como lo hiciste en el mixer del...
Hispanic Chambers of Commerce.
Yes, do it. Do what you did. That
What did I do?
You explained,
Oh.
you introduced all your crew.
Yes.
You did your thing, but
Yes.
just show it.
Let's do it. All right. So,
Do it.
been very happy. It's been like three months that I've been 100% owner of this great establishment, and it's been very nerve-wracking. It's because it's something totally that I've never done for myself. There was different people doing everything, but I have an amazing team. I have, for example, Alejandra, she's our general manager. She's done an amazing job. We also have Yvette, she's our bar manager. She has created the most amazing mezcalitas that you ever tasted in your life.
We gotta
right?
try it, Joe. We
Yes.
gotta try it.
Well, look at you already started.
Ahí
Look.
no me-
Mira nomás. I was like, I wonder if they brought some, but okay, we're good. All right, looks like
It's because you recommended them at the
Yeah.
Hispanic Chamber
yes,
of Commerce.
and they're really good. I highly
Mezcalitas.
recommend those. So we have a lot of great drink specials. It's always a lot of fun, and of course that's Thursdays. That's where we're at here. Fridays, y si quieren venir a bailar con la Sonora, tenemos la Sonora, una Sonora, la gran Sonora de Tabasco. Para bailar cumbias, en el Saturday tenemos una banda en vivo para que vengan here on Saturday.
Padre,
Yes.
banda. A mí no me gusta bailar
Oye, te iba a
porque nomás
preguntar,
bailo con
¿todavía
los
tienen las
ojos.
clases o no?
Las clases no las tenemos, pero
Pero
este miércoles vamos a empezar con la música de merengue, salsa y bachata Este miércoles vamos a
Eddie,
empezar
do you wanna go?
desde las 9. Ahí los esperamos.
¿Y si tienes pareja o no?
Bueno, si no tienes pareja, aquí estamos nosotros.
No,
los-
créeme, aquí encuentras.
Aquí hay con
Ahí va a
queso.
estar el cook,
Bien,
ahí va a estar
Aquí hay
el
con queso las
chef, ahí va a
quesadillas.
estar-
Para los caballeros, en serio. Este es un
Ah,
mensaje
claro,
para los
mira, por
caballeros.
ejemplo-
Vienes, sabes bailar, te van a agarrar de trompo,
Mira, sí, no.
Estás outnumbered. Te lo doy de experiencia, está bien, está bien.
No
para
pasa nada. Ustedes vénganse y aquí hay bailadores y bailarinas.
No, me encanta tener algo de raíces mexicanas,
Claro.
así como ustedes, y luego la experiencia que están pasando entre el environment, the environment that you pull, that
Yes.
quinta ronda. I love that concept, and
Thank
I
you.
feel like you should promote that more often.
Absolutely,
And
absolutely.
it's something that I've been talking to other people that we've been here in several mixes, because he hosts a lot of mixes
Yes.
for different chambers, and a lot of people that I've talked to, they don't understand what quitan ronda means. So just to go into detail, can you explain to us what quinta ronda is about?
Absolutely. The original concept of Quinta Ronda was that when you buy your drink, you get an appetizer. You get some sort of la primera ronda. It could be like taquitos, elote, and then the second and third round until you get to the fifth round, la quinta ronda. You get your nice plate of a nice chunky appetizer. But we stopped doing that because let me tell you what. We just went and skipped to the fifth round and went right to the first. We're going to be nice, big, little appetizers so you can consume. So you don't have to worry about, I want my ronda. We're going to have it from the very bottom. We're going to start from five bam back.
So you can always come here and experience the quinta ronda.
Absolutely.
Or you can just skip to the quinta.
You're just that's exactly the way it is. We got you covered. Don't worry about it.
They got
Yes,
you here.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. Oh my God, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
It's
Thank
been
you so much for being here.
amazing. I wish you much success
Thank you so
in
much.
your prosperous business.
Thank
and
you.
I hope you joined the RGV Women's Chamber of
Absolutely. I'm
Commerce.
very excited.
And of course, we will be here promoting you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
I appreciate
having
that.
our little salsa dance, right, girls?
Yes.
Right,
All
Priscilla?
right.
I
Of
am committing
course.
everybody to do the salsa dance.
Yes.
Even though I have 2 left feet, but
okay.
I
Okay,
will.
We
Now-
can show you what's up right now.
That's right. Now, if you don't bring somebody that you to dance with, I guess I'll have to sacrifice and dance with the rest of y'all.
Bien
But
sacrificado, pobrecito.
I think I'll be fine. I'll be
Pobrecito.
fine. I'll just.
Aquí hay muchas
bear with me.
mujeres hermosas y
Yes.
bellas, o sea,
Claro.
yo soy comprometida y casada y todo.
Sí,
I mean,
pero también
he still laughs.
lo guapo no se te quita.
Obvio que no,
Obvio.
nunca dije que no era.
Excelente, muy bien.
Y mi esposo todavía se ríe de mis jokes, so we're good.
Okay, very good. Muy bien, excelente. Pues
Ay,
muchas
no,
gracias.
pero muchas gracias por tenernos aquí.
Es un placer.
Joe.
Gracias.
Te convivimos otra vez. No, claro que no.
Aquí tienen su casa.
Aquí vengan para la quinta ronda.
But I gotta
Ya
say
saben dónde
that-
están.
That the service is world class. Like they have been amazing. This is the third time I come to Quinta Ronda. The first time I got invited to an event and it was fully packed. Couldn't even dance, but we worked our way in there, right, Eddie? Right. And so the second time I came, it was the Hispanic Chambers of Commerce. And today I'm here getting interviewed by Joe. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you,
Yes, Joe. Thank you. Yes. Follow us at. Come on, Joe.
my page or at anybody other pages.
At latinapromoter.com.
Yes, so I'm gonna before we close the show, guys. There's a horrible angle for myself. We'll start with Edgar. Edgar, and then say where do we follow you? Where can we follow your business? I'm sure they
Yeah.
already know that, but still.
So you can personally find me everywhere in any platform. EI Reynoso on Facebook, Eddie Reynoso, and then the business also TikTok, Instagram, The Oak Nutrition or The Oak Nutrition Fitness. You can just send us a message or whatever information right there. I'm pretty active there too, so we'll reply pretty fast.
Excellent. My name is Cristina Ramos. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me as Latina Promoter. You can like it. And then you can also find me on Instagram, Latina Promoter. And we're here to help you and take your business to the next level.
My name is Priscilla Sanchez. I'm here representing the RGV Women's Chamber of Commerce. You can find us on all socials as RGV Women's Chamber of Commerce.
Wait, Emilio, what about yourself?
Hi, yes. Emilio Santos. Hello. Sí, señor. Y yo te conozco a ti.
Y a ti.
Oigan, aquí,
Bienvenidos.
Ya tienes family.
Ah, claro.
aquí, mujeres despechadas,
socialité.
está aquí a todo lo que da. Vénganse para acá, se va a poner buenísimo el show.
No se le ataquen. Por
Si usted
Sí.
tiene sentimientos y los quiere cantar,
Así
vénganse
es.
para aquí ahorita mismo. We're gonna go up there. Don't judge the reels we're gonna put.
Yes.
It's gonna be great. But before we close, I do want to say two things. Number one, stay tuned for the launch party of the RGB Women's Chamber happening this Thursday. Coming up in a week from today. You have to go. You have to know what they're about, their benefits, everything they're going to
Can't
offer.
miss, guys.
Every person here will be there. You're going to meet the board, the advisory board. And if that is an influence, I don't know what else you need to learn about them. Because it's a bunch of crazy women making shit happen. Positive changes out there.
Positive changes.
What do you
That's
say?
all we do.
And number two, soon there is something new coming up, which is What's Up RGV, a show that I'm going to collaborate with Savannah herself, the one and only, that no one else could do this but her. I'm excited for this one. It's going to be something happening 3 times a week, and we're looking forward to the show. And that's all I have. Does anybody else want to say anything before we close? I think you need to say.
If anybody has anything to do with featuring or wanting to protect your family or educational wise on voting education or protecting your family, contact me, Rosie Garza with New York Life Insurance, and I will definitely help you out.
Awesome.
And with the workouts, my girlfriend over here.
Oh, wait, I think Kiara, are you
Si
did you
andan
say
bien
yours?
locos y necesitan un
Mira.
poco de paz mental, aquí les podemos ayudar.
Yes. And then
Mine is Kiara Garcia, Kiara on Instagram _JG3.
Kiara, are you single?
Yes.
She's single.
she's single.
And ready to mingle, guys.
Oh, we also have Priscilla single, right? Because that was me. Are your girls single? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't ask those things.
Do you want to tell them about your 4th of July party?
Love to change the subject real quick.
Yes,
I love
yes,
it.
yes.
Oh,
All right, that was very good. Good job.
4th of July party?
On our goals,
Focus,
you know?
focus,
Yeah.
That's why Priscilla is my girl.
Wait, 4th of July party? What?
What's happening?
I'm not invited to any
Kiara,
party.
What's happening?
High five right now.
happened? Wait a minute, let's cut.
You should be advocating
Kiara,
for
what's
women.
happening?
I'm
4th
always-
of July.
Women, focus.
This is us not drunk.
Focus.
I want to say a huge thank you to
Kiara,
C2P
what's happening
video
on
and
4th
photo.
of July?
4th of July.
What's
Gracias
happening?
a George y Julio por dedicarse a nosotros aquí a este show. Without them, this show wouldn't be what they are. Thank you for watching. It was George's birthday this past week. Happy belated birthday,
Happy
George.
birthday.
I brought you a cake, but you're not here,
No llegó
so
el compa,
we'll
no
take
llegó.
it. And everybody else, just be kind to one another. I sound like Ellen DeGeneres, but I'm actually kind. I'm not her. And I love animals. I really do rescue them. And so, you know, whatever you do out there, don't try to cancel anybody out, okay? Because people out there are really trying to work for what they have. And you going out there and talking shit about them, it's not cool. So keep it cool. Be nice. Be kind. Do something, a random act of kindness for somebody, okay? We'll see you next Thursday. Bye.
Bye.